She furiously arrived at her ex-husband's house to pick up her children, and she vented all her anger right in front of the security camera.
Alex, come on out.
The woman hit everything she came across, not caring that it wasn't her stuff, let alone the fact that someone could see her behaving like a child. But the moment her children finally opened the door was the saddest scene ever.
What is all this? What is all this? Get your father out here. Who's here with you right now? Who's here? Alright, let me see it here. Let me see this. You guys should not.
The two toddlers were afraid to see their mother, but they knew very well that they should not let her into the house, because it was evident that this was not the first time she vented her anger at their door, and for that reason, her ex-husband was prepared to capture her bad behavior. The video by Hyeon Pak shocked thousands of people on TikTok, and she was flooded with comments calling out her attitude in front of the children. There's nothing more pathetic than a woman who hates her ex more than she loves her children. You can see the fear in the children. Looks like someone is ready to go straight to court. In addition to a big dose of media exposure on social media, Hyeon received a visit just in time to stop her tantrums. Dr. Alex Kim had no other option but to use his corporate networks to expose a situation he had to endure for over 4 years, since he decided to divorce Hyeon Pak against all odds.
What is all this? What is all this?
The woman always intimidated her ex-husband with total disregard. Only this time, he was prepared to expose her to the world, since throughout their divorce process, Hyeon was always seen as the... Seeing my ex-wife get arrested for domestic violence and public disorder is the greatest miracle from God. Alex begins a brief but heartfelt description on his TikTok account to clue the world in on his sad experience when the woman he chose to start a family with showed her true colors. 4 years of a divorce process, countless narcissistic lies from my ex, and false police reports. I have taken it all with grace because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Unfortunately for him, a lot of people still questioned his intentions because it seemed impossible that his ex would act like that without a good reason. I need to know the reason for the divorce and what you did to her before forming an opinion. What did you do to that woman? Countless comments supported the woman in her outburst, as it is common to judge without knowing both sides of a story. However, the recordings are enough proof to understand that Hyeon is not seeing the world clearly. From the moment her children open the door, it is obvious they fear her, and that is not something a father can easily instill in his children. So, the most obvious option is that she has always been this way, which has been endured by 2 children who are not to blame for having a mother that can't accept her marriage is over. Instead, the woman takes it out on them without even saying hi to them, but little did she know that this would be the last time she would get away with it, because the cameras were capturing her every move, and the police finally believed her ex-husband's story.
Alex, come on out.
Today, her criminally abusive behavior came to light publicly after all. This is who she has been all these years. God protect my family and my children. Hyeon was finally arrested based on the recordings right in front of her ex-husband's house and in view of her children, who, according to Alex, were very happy that justice was served after living in fear of opening the door to their mother for so long. Now, the woman faces a restraining order and cannot approach her children without supervision. Fortunately, one of the parents had the common sense to take care of his children, but if it weren't for all the security cameras he installed, it would have been much more difficult to expose his ex-wife, who, after all, at some point was a good person to him. until she decided to reveal her true colors to the world when it was too late. So he prevented two young children from having to deal with an unscrupulous and angry mother.